Something for the Weekend with me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Stephen Day.
And Happy New
Happy
Year!
New Year!
Yeah, 2021 at last. Thank goodness. Ding dong, the bells have come and gone, and we've booted 2020 out of the back door, and we've said a big hello and big welcome to 2021. Phew. Are we all relieved? Are we relieved that 2021's here?
Well,
cautiously
we're waiting
relieved.
to see what it brings, Kathie.
At the moment, it doesn't feel any different, really.
Absolutely. Have another cup of tea, Stevie.
Oh, yeah.
Have another
Cup of tea is New Year's Day, Kathie.
Cup of tea will help, yeah.
Tea? Really?
All right. A little nifter in it. Have a little nifter in it. I mean, what a year it's been. But you know, in the spirit of looking forward to better and brighter things, let's focus on the positive things that have happened. I mean, for me, definitely becoming a nana and little Ted arriving. That was just the most amazing thing for me this 2020. You know, so I'm grateful for that, and you know, counting all our blessings. What about you two? What have your highlights been?
We had a little baby too. We welcomed baby Finn, who is my great nephew.
Wow.
Which I've told his mum and dad to train him not to call me Great Auntie Fee. It'll be Auntie Fee. Just thanks very much.
But you are great, Fee. You are great.
Yeah, well, so yeah, we did that, and we did manage to meet up as a family through the year when we were allowed, which seems, you know, any other year that wouldn't mean anything, but this year it just meant everything, and you know, we took our chances when we could, and it was lovely. So.
I think that's the thing, hasn't it? You know, seize the opportunity when you're able to do things. Just appreciate it so much, and just crack on and do them. You know, stay safe, but don't miss any opportunities. You know, they're there for the taking, aren't they? And talking of opportunities, Stevie, what's your highlight been?
Well, I'm going to agree with Fee. I think my highlight has been when we actually managed to get some of the family together, albeit a little bit distant, but you know, we could actually meet, we could chew the fat, we could have a meal outside, distanced, far away. But you know, that for me, that was one of the highlights, was just being able to do that. And I think from a personal point of view, actually doing a lot of running this year has been great for me. It's kept my head, well, some people would say more sane, but who knows? But you know,
that head on your shoulders.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, doing that with my running buddy as well has been great, and that's kept my fitness going. And you know, we are very lucky as a family, although we have been touched by COVID with family around the country. There has been no fatalities, and we're very lucky and very grateful for that.
Absolutely. But 2021 is here, so things to look forward to. Top of my list, hopefully hugging people again. It's been very difficult standing off and, like, you know, trying to keep my hands down by my side and not giving people hugs, you know, when you see them, or, you know, I found that so hard, and just like stuff that was taken for granted so much. And to have, you know, friends around, and so I'm really hoping that things improve so we can sort of all hug again. And live music, Mull Festival, Tyree Festival, you know, going out to gigs, just so surely at some point during 2021 we're going to be able to sort of you know, enjoy music again, even if it's in the outdoors. It doesn't matter, as long as something happens again. So that's my hopes. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just being able to go and see family and friends when I want to. So that's my list. I'm not asking much, am I, folks?
Not much.
And so it wouldn't. A year ago, that wouldn't have been much. People would be thinking, "What is she going on about?" but no, we all get it. In fact, you're on about hugging people. I've never been a huggy person. You know, I don't go around hugging people a lot, but this has turned me into one. Now I just want to hug everybody.
It's that human touch.
Oh dear.
I'm going to get myself a T-shirt printed saying free hugs when it's safe and allowed to do so.
Steady now, Kathie. Steady.
Putting myself out there in the universe, so to speak. So what's on your list of things to do when you're able to, Fee?
Oh, I think you've covered it all. Definitely holidays. We're already talking about, booking about 3 or 4 next year with different branches of the family, and just getting out there and doing kind of normal things. Going to the pub would be nice. Fancy a bit of that. Preferably, I'm with you, a pub with live music whenever that's allowed. That'd be great. Being able to use the toilet on the bowling green, because last year, honestly,
actually on the bowling green.
Actually, on the bowling green.
No, I think I'd be banned for that. But yeah, we've been allowed to go bowling this year, which has been great. But anybody that plays, a game can last a couple of hours to 2 or 3 hours. And so you have to think about it before you go. Don't have a cup of coffee before you go to play bowls. But yeah, just things like that, getting back to normal. I never thought I'd appreciate a bowling club toilet as much.
What about you, Stevie?
Well, I think all of the above, possibly apart from the bowling club toilet. But the biggest thing for me is being able to get back to do some kind of theatre again, some kind of live stuff, whether that's watching it or more preferably being part of it again, getting involved, starting a show, starting a pantomime. That would just be fantastic.
Well, 2021, we're here waiting with our arms open for you. So bring it on and let's make it a good one. So, so I've got a little sort of chat to play for you now. I met a chap called Duncan Phillips from, now I always get confused when I say it, Croab Haven. Croab Haven, is that right? Croab Haven? Croab Haven. Now he's a boat skipper. And is that right? Croab Haven?
I don't know.
Croab Haven.
Certainly it's not, you don't
Anyway.
pronounce it as it's spelt. I know that much.
I won't say Crab Haven. I've got a feeling it's Croab Haven. So I met a chap called Duncan Phillips. Now, for the last 31 years, he's been taking people out on boat trips across the whirling, swirling Corrie Vrecken and out to Jura and some of the other islands there. And he's quite a character, quite a chap, and he's retired just before Christmas. So here's a little chat we had when I caught up with him earlier this week, and he even had a glass of bubbly in his hand as he was chatting to me. So here we go. Let's listen in. Duncan, a special day for you, 31 years on, and yes, quite an occasion. So tell me all what's happening.
Well, yeah, I'm retiring, handing the boat business over to somebody else to carry on, and for some reason they're doing a wee party. So
You've got a glass of bubbly in your hand, so an extra reason to be happy.
Yeah, it's so unexpected from some friends, and yeah, it's been 31 years of really enjoyable work, to say, every single day is different.
You must have had some real adventures out there.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. Some very nice people on the boat, some stars from the TV and this sort of thing.
Oh, can you tell us some names?
No. Should we do that?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Name drop.
Robert Hardy.
Robert Hardy from All Creatures Great and Small.
Yes. Bill Patterson.
Yes. Yes. I'd never saw the face, I would know him.
Bill Patterson. As soon as you do, he narrates on the Edinburgh Tattoo and stuff like that. But he's in lots of other things. Muriel Gray.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's been so many.
Almost friend to the stars, Duncan.
Well, they want to do something, and my boat was there to deal with it, take them out. Anna Walker, when she was doing her programme on Walker's World, took her out there several times to do Jura. Filmed a Corrie Vrecken several times.
Now I want to talk to you about the Corrie Vrecken, because I think we've worked out you must have crossed it about 9,000 times.
It's difficult to count, but yes, it must be about that in the 31 years, because nearly every trip takes in the Corrie Vrecken.
And it must be different every time, is it?
Absolutely. Every day is different, the weather's different, the passengers are different, and the state of the tide is different. Quite frightening at times, so you stay well clear of it. And other times you can go in and get a nice spin on the whirlpool. So, but always with bearing in mind that the sea is not to be trifled with. So you have to be very careful.
And I think as well as taking people out on day trips, there's been a few rescues involved as well, hasn't there?
Yes, some with following tragic, what am I trying to say? There's been a very tragic kayak death out there that we couldn't rescue them in time. But then bringing boats in that have broken down or, not actually, the only actual rescue was the kayakers.
Right.
But I've pulled several kayakers away from the Croab Haven and brought them back. But it's mainly yachts that are broken down or rudders dropping off or, can't get back to base, things have gone wrong. So, yeah.
A memorable time.
Yes.
Over 3 decades.
The biggest job we ever did was tow a 50-ton trawler through the Crinan Canal.
My word.
Which took 2 days, but that was an adventure in itself. Yeah.
So what for you now then, Duncan? What's going to happen? I can't imagine you're going to stay out of the water, are you?
I'm going to start taking holidays in the summer.
Are they boat holidays?
No, walk away. But pardon me. There may be boat holidays, but it's just to get away somewhere in the summer because I've been tied to Croab Haven, not unpleasantly so, but tied here right through all of summer months. And the only time I've been able to go and visit friends and in other parts of the country, it's always been in the winter. So it'd be nice to do something in the summer now.
And of course the business is still going to stay here, but it's going to change hands.
Yes, Tony taking over. He's been wanting to take over, wanting me to retire for ages, but he's intending to carry on where I left off with the same customers and doing the same thing.
And of course the boat will still keep the same name because that's tradition, isn't it? You can't be changing boat names.
No.
My limited knowledge of boats, but I do know that you have to keep it.
Well, the boat Alistair was talking about, the wooden sailing boat that he sailed in, I changed the name because it was called South Stoneham.
Oh right, it's
so
okay.
who wouldn't want to change that name?
But the one that you've had for 31 years, it's a Gaelic name, and the name was
Farsane.
Or
Farshan, and it in the Gaelic dictionary, Farshan means rover, wanderer, or a nice open view.
Well, it's both, isn't it? It's wandered lots and lots of nautical miles and had this amazing view over. This is Loch Melfort, isn't it? This is Loch Shuna. Loch Shuna, okay.
Sound of Jura down there, and Loch Melfort's round that corner there.
It's incredible.
So what have we done? 198,000 nautical miles here in the 31 years.
Incredible. Well,
that's 8 times around the world.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah. That's all done in this area here since 1990.
That's fabulous. What an achievement.
Yeah.
What an achievement. Well, thank you very much for chatting to us, and happy retirement and happy wanderings.
Well, I hope so.
Cheers. Enjoy your champagne. Enjoy your bubbles.
Thank you very much, Kath.
Oh, my lovely man.
He was absolutely adorable. He was so lovely, and there's so much knowledge and experience there. So, I don't think he's going to be able to stay away from the water, is he? He's going to be back.
Yeah,
sure.
I can't see him not wanting just to go out or tweak this or tweak that, or maybe do the odd run when somebody needs a wee bit of a break.
Absolutely. I've not been across the Croab Haven yet. I wouldn't mind having a bit of a. I'm not going to say I'm going to swim across it. I don't think.
Don't
think I'm that brave. I'm not that brave, but I would love to go
it.
and experience it.
And a surprise for you folks after that nautical adventure, we have our first foot who's managed to make it to the podcast. Who could it be?
Good afternoon.
Ellis Butcher, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Where
Happy
have you
New
been?
Year.
Don't stop out.
My resolution is to get to bed earlier.
Ellis.
How are we all?
What have you been up to? Never mind how we are. Where have you been? What have you been up to? Why were you late?
My New Year's resolution is to sleep more.
Have you
clearly.
brought a lump of coal with you, Ellis? Because if you first foot somebody, you've got to bring a lump of coal.
I love this first foot thing. I've never, ever, ever heard of that before at all. Is that a Scottish thing?
Well,
Very much so, I think.
I wasn't sure, but yeah, it must be.
Must be.
Because we've always done it.
First footer. I mean, Kathie will back me up on this, but in the down south, in that horrible place, they say out with the old, in with the new. But that's about as far as they go. And if you, I remember being at a party and somebody sort of saying, right, we've got to open the front door. What was it? Open the front door and open the back door. Have you seen that before, Kathie? Let the old.
No, Ellis.
Oh.
But then I haven't been to many parties. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sort of open both doors and just let the old stuff out, and then welcome in the new. Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's first footing.
First footer.
Welcoming in the new year.
But if you're from the Shetland,
Alex.
Islands, it's first fitting. It's
There
like,
you go.
what fit does this fit?
I think that both Ellis and Kathie need a wee crash course in Hogmanay, and I'd advise you to pick up a copy of the Bruins or Urwilly. Do we know what the Bruins and Urwilly is?
Yeah.
And go to the back of the book, especially if it's the older ones, and read all about people first footing and the Bairn not getting to stay up at Hogmanay and shortbread and coal and all the traditions. That's the best way for you guys to have a crash course. Don't you agree, Fee?
Yeah, I definitely do agree, Kathie. There's your chance to go rummaging in the charity shops. You will find a copy of the Bruins. Have a look at that, because it's just tremendous.
I've seen both of those.
I shall do that, and then I'll pass it on to Ellis when I've finished with it.
I've seen both of them, and we don't have anything like that, Kathie, do we, at all? We don't have that kind of, do we?
Yeah, we've obviously been to different parties, Ellis, haven't we? Yeah, no, I mean, it's just the bells, isn't it? It's the bells. Once the bells go, everyone loving. The bells. Not that there's been any parties going on this year, but I'm all hanging out for next year. It's going to be one heck of a party. Hopefully.
Oh,
so talking of party, have we got any music, Fee? Have we got any music to play?
Yes, and this man, it's the wonderful, multi-talented Ken Groom. He also loves a party, likes nothing more than picking up his ukulele or his banjo and having a good old sing-song with his friends. So unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do much of that this year, so we arranged for him to get mic'd up so he could do a socially distanced sing-along through our podcast. So here's Ken singing about his old flames.
Was I one of those? Sorry, I'll be quiet now. Carry on.
Old flames can't hold a candle to you, and no one can light up the night like you do. Flickering embers of love, I've known one or two, but old flames just can't hold a candle to you. Downtown tonight, I saw an old friend, someone who I used to take comfort from long before I met you. a forgotten desire. With a word or a touch, I could have rekindled that fire. But old flames can't hold a candle to you, and no one can light up the night like you do. Flickering embers of love, I've known one or two, but old flames can't hold a candle to you. Sometimes at night I think of old lovers I've known. I remember how holding them helped me not feel so alone. Then I feel you beside me, and even their memories are gone. They're like stars in the night, lost in that sweet light of dawn. Old flames can't hold a candle to you, and no one can light up the night like you do. Flickering embers of love, I've known one or two, but old flames just can't hold a candle to you.
I loved that.
Were we all singing along?
Oh, we were swaying along.
That was
what
mega.
Alice
That was
did.
absolutely mega.
Well done, Ken. Hopefully,
I want to invite
Loved it.
him
I
round.
loved it.
hopefully Ken will be able to get out again and sing away to his friends this year coming.
Oh, that was great. Whereabouts is he from, Fee? Did you say where he was from?
He's Barcaldine.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, but he's also part of the Healthy Options group, who are fantastic charity. Encourage people to get out and be doing things, go to the gym. You need a doctor referral to be part of Healthy Options, but if you get a chance, go along. So you're going to be a good boy this year, Ellis. This year?
No. I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No.
You're going to be as bad as ever then?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes. I've come up with something. I think that Christmas is for children in a nice way.
Okay.
And I think Hogmanay is for us adults. That's our time, isn't it? Nobody agrees at all. Why is it that there's a massive silence whenever I say anything?
Because I'm wondering what you're going to come up with next.
You're so deep, Ellis.
So profound, Ellis. We don't want to interrupt your glory.
And I'm just upset because you said Christmas is for kids. I love Christmas.
I'm not saying that you can't enjoy Christmas as an adult, but I do think Christmas is for children. But New Year, that's the big one for me, really, now. I think...
We can tell. Sorry, Ellis. Oh.
I'll just shut up and let you talk over me, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Fee. Stevie, New Year's resolutions. So, yeah, okay. So Ellis has said he's just not going to behave at all this year. So that's going to be lots of fun for us. I'm going to eat more bananas.
That's achievable.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, I'm going to eat more
Why?
bananas. Just because I like them. I just like them, and I just don't think I've had enough.
Don't think you've had enough bananas. I think you are bananas, Kathie. Don't worry.
Bananas. Yeah, and I'm just going to sort of keep up all my swimming. I'm going to do more walking. So I've been enjoying that, and it doesn't cost anything. That's the great thing about the sports I do. Don't cost me any money. So that's it. So thrifty and sporty is the way forward in 2021 for me. What about you two, Fee and Stevie? What are you going to do? Year's resolutions.
I'm just gonna try and get off my backside more. I'm not going to list a whole load of things that aren't achievable, but I'm going to just try and get off my backside more. My motto is start small, keep it achievable. Don't let being knocked back stop you from carrying on. Ask for support when you need it, and remember, tomorrow is always a brand new day.
Wow,
So,
that's fabulous. Well said. Are you reading that from some leaflet or pamphlet you picked up?
no, just because I was trying to think, because apparently there was a study in less than 10% of people actually stick to their New Year's resolutions, and I never do. I'm full of big intentions, so this year I'm definitely start small and keep it achievable.
That's great. Or I'm hoping to get smaller. Start big and get smaller. So people can say, oh, you're looking worryingly thin.
Oh, no.
Anyway, watch this space reduce.
Come on, what's Stevie's plan?
Stevie.
I'm
Alice has had enough of us now. Go on, Stevie.
I'm gonna keep on running. I'm gonna definitely keep on running, which I have done
running
for the last 9 months. But the other thing, I want to find more time to be more creative, less of this technical stuff and more creative, whether that's sound, video, cartoons, drawing. That's what I want.
That's a bit of a worry, Kathie and Ellis, when his
challenges.
Yeah, it's going to make us be more creative.
What would being more creative look like for you, Stevie?
There's that silence again.
More creative look like? It would just be to find more time. I think maybe that's the resolution, is to find more time to do the creative things that I do, and just not say, oh, well, do you know, I'm not going to bother putting that sound piece together or editing that video together or drawing that cartoon because I could sit and watch the telly. Maybe I need to say, no telly, go off, do creative. That's how it looks. Did that make sense?
It did.
Yes, it did. It did. Yeah, good on you.
I think we all face this balance, don't we, in life? Do you know what I mean? Between we kind of work, and then it's trying to find that attitude and that energy to do stuff after that.
I'll tell you another way of getting energy is, we should get energetic. You might get hungry, and I think we've got a little bit of cookery stuff coming up, Fee. I'm getting hungry now.
We have, yes.
No, actually, it's not that slot now. It's actually Ellis's cookery slot. So, Ellis, you put together some recipes for us, didn't you?
Did that?
I'm only kidding. Fee, take it away.
Heart sank.
What's this? I think I'd rather hear Ellis's. No, I would not, because this was Andy Spence and our own advertising supervisor Nadine Fincher. Just before Christmas, we discovered the pair of them had been cooking up more than a business plan in the run up to Christmas. So here they are to tell us about it.
Hello, both.
Hello, how are you today?
We're all good. So we're not actually going to speak about Bedford Open much today, Andy.
Thank you.
We're here because Andy's been channeling his inner Nigella Lawson for the last few weeks. He's been cooking up quite a storm in the kitchen, and Nadine's here because she's been on the receiving end of one of Andy's productions. What have we got here, Nadine?
Oh, well, we've got one of the amazing Christmas cakes. So I first saw this, actually we were talking about what we we're going to do for the paper, and we decided on recipes, and I was thinking, oh God, Christmas cakes, absolute nightmare to make. It takes very time consuming, takes ages. I really didn't want to make one this year. I thought, I just had to buy one. However, Andy Spence came along and said, I do one every year. I'll make one, don't worry. And he put the recipe together, we put it in the paper, and I thought, I've got to have one of those. So hence, I have a Christmas cake, all iced and decorated, very, very nice. And I'll have to let you know what it's like in the new year.
It looks absolutely brilliant. And Andy, you're obviously a man of hidden talents. When did this all start? How long have you been cooking?
I've always loved cooking, and I've always made Christmas cakes for people at Christmas time. So this year, so far, I've made four cakes for different friends, family, and obviously Nadine. And it's just something I like doing. It passes the time.
Have you always liked cooking? Is it something you've discovered later on in life?
Well,
or anything.
No, it probably started, and if any of my family are listening to this, they'll probably be wetting themselves. Our mother wasn't a fantastic cook, and was a bit of a minimalist cook, and I think that's why we all learned to cook so well as a family.
I mean, it's not just cooking; it's baking Christmas cake. I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, you need to read the paper, Fiona, because the recipes are in the paper.
Absolutely.
And even better than that, they're going online as well, I believe.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, a cake is something that, well, especially a Christmas cake, it's something that does actually take a long time. You know, you've got your soaking of your fruit, which the fruit for Nadine's cake was soaked for over a week. So I wouldn't drive
in alcohol. Soaked for over a week in alcohol.
So I wouldn't be going driving after having a slice of it. And then, you know, you obviously make the cakes, and the cakes need to sit for probably up to at least a minimum of probably 6 weeks, and they're required to be fed as well with brandy throughout that time. And then, of course, we've got the marzipaning of them, and then the icing. So it is it's a labour of love.
Do you find it therapeutic? Yeah.
Absolutely, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Gets you away from all the hustle and bustle of
exactly. I can relax.
Your daughter's a bit of a baker, isn't she?
Yeah, Anna's got a pawn shop for baking, and unlike me, she tries lots of different things, like her Biscoff cakes and stuff like that. Biscoff, yes. You know the little Biscoff biscuits?
Oh, yeah.
And she does a fantastic job with them, among other things. But unlike me, I can come home to her when she's been baking, and the kitchen's an absolute burach. It's stuff everywhere, and she isn't really able to find the dishwasher. A bit of a difficulty there, but her baking is absolutely superb.
Yeah, because it wasn't just Christmas. I started noticing this. These sideline you've got going, because all through lockdown you were posting photographs of you and Anna in the kitchen.
Absolutely right. Yeah. What else were we to do? So I'm going to be coming up with some diet recipes, I think, for January.
I was just going to say that. How are you, 20 stone? So of course all these recipes will be going up on the Open Times website when, Nadine?
As soon as possible, hopefully today, if not definitely tomorrow. So yeah, there'll be some nice pictures on there as well. So
what kind of things can we expect?
Well, I think we've got the fabulous stuffing.
Yes, absolutely.
Or from your local butchers.
Yes.
You can get some lovely sausage meat, and just look at the recipes online. I mean, the amount of stuff that goes in them is amazing, and the pictures were really, really good.
Yeah.
Really good. So I'm definitely going to be trying that this year. And I know that you said you should be making them early and then possibly freezing them, but I always leave it to the last minute, you know.
Well, you can do that, Nadine, but you don't have to do it. I only made them earlier because I had orders for some, so I made them out and freeze them, and people can collect them when they want to. But if you want nice stuffing to go with your Christmas turkey, that is the recipe to go for. Absolutely fantastic.
And can I just say, sorry folks, but because this podcast probably won't be going out till the 1st of January, stuffing is not just for Christmas. And you can keep it in mind for next year. So, well, thanks very much, guys, for sharing that.
Thank you.
Been interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
So there you go. You can start getting ready for your next year's Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Gosh, informative podcast today, isn't it?
It's all in the planning. All in the planning.
All in the planning.
We'll be taking over from, now I was going to say Richard and Judy, it's not Richard and Judy anymore. And this morning we've got cookery slots, we've got music, we've got informative chats with people outside broadcast. We've got the lot.
I was going to say, we've got it all. Look no further than the Oban Times for all your needs. Here we are. We're always here for you, and we are. That's all. Really, we are. That's all we have. That's all we have time for this week. We're away to enjoy our New Year's Day celebrations and carry on with those. But, as always, we love hearing from you. So get in touch with your news, comments and photos at somethingfortheweekend@obantimes.co.uk. You can read all of our stories online as well at www.obantimes.co.uk. And you can subscribe to our page, Turning Digital Edition there as well. So here we are into 2021, and until next time, it's goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Goodbye from me, Alice Butcher.
And goodbye from me, Stephen Day.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Have a good one.